Review. In the middle of the 1990s, a thing was going on in the video game community. It was known as the Console Wars. When people talk about the Console Wars, they normally say something about Nintendo and Sega's fight for dominance. But there was a third contender. It was the TurboGrafx and their console, the TurboGrafx 16. They had a few good games like Zonk, but a lot of bad or weird games like Last Alert.
I'll burn you to death with these flames. How do you want it done, rare or medium?
Sorry, I don't like roast pork.
Yeah, that was rough. But a decent game, and the only game we have for the TurboGrafx 16 physically, is called Bonk's Adventure. The TurboGrafx 16 is not a well-known video game console, and I can understand why. The thing hasn't been acknowledged since the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, which was released in May of 2020. The TurboGrafx needed a mascot bad. Sonic and Mario are super famous with their respective consoles, but the graphics is down in the dumps. So the TurboGrafx made the cave baby himself, Bonk. It's just fun to say, Bonk! The evil King Drool is up to it again. This time he's kidnapped the beautiful Princess Za and hidden her away. The year is 10,000 BC, and as Bonk the Caveman, it's your job to get her back. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of weapons around, so you'll just have to use your head. Literally. Quote, the manual. The Bonk's Adventure. Bonk's Adventure is a platformer like all the rest of the games we've covered. You run, jump, and hit things with your head, instead of jumping on the enemy's head. It's actually kind of difficult to land hits, especially enemies that can fly like pterodactyls. Instead of running super fast like Sonic, you are actually really slow, and the only way to gain speed is to get a running start and hold the 2 button. Yeah, the TurboGrafx 16 had a 1 and 2 button instead of A and B. And the start button is run on the controller. I guess they didn't want to copy the NES controller because they look so similar. Anyways, I'm getting off track. This game has you headbutting dinosaurs and parasaurs. And yes, I know my dinos. Thanks, Dinosaur Train. Anyways, it's not even that good, like, at all. The NES port makes it super easy to beat bosses, but it's just better to play on the TurboGrafx if you have the right kind of TV. The game is slow. It tries too much to be like Mario and Sonic. And the levels are just meh, so I give this game 5 power stars out of 1 grand star. On to the outro. And yes, I'm going to use power stars and the grand star to rate my games now. Sorry for not posting a whole lot. I've been having a lot of things going on right now. Anyways, thanks for watching and please subscribe. So, this is my life now, I guess. Bye. I guess.